Boy, it's been a beautiful day. What's going on, people? Big Mac Diamond D's back in the house with your college football analyst news and scores, upsets, and it's been a wild, crazy weekend. I told you, man, Woo Pig Suey and the old Wolfpack. Oh,
yeah, wow, you was right on that. I got to give you full credit.
That was just a noticed thing I noticed on there.
Just Clemson's just not playing good, but let's don't take nothing away from North Carolina State.
I read that Clemson was not playing real well, and I read some notes from North Carolina State's practice, and it seemed like they were excited. Clemson was not, so I just picked North Carolina State. But anyway, rock on, man. Alabama, Auburn, Georgia.
Quick rundown of all the top 25 and the SEC scores, and then Big Matt and me and him together.
Let's discuss some other scores, some upsets, and
all right. Fresno beat UNLV 38-30. Missouri lost to Boston College 41-34 in overtime. Kicked a 56-yarder that sent it in overtime, then got beat. Penn State beat Villanova 38-17. Notre Dame 41-13 over Wisconsin. Georgia 62-0. LSU over Vandy. LSU beat Mississippi State 28-25. Coastal Carolina beat UMass 53-3. North Carolina State, Matt called that one. Upsets Clemson 27-21. Iowa gets by Colorado State 24-14.
Surprising.
Yeah. Michigan, Rutgers played them better than I thought, 120-13. Arkansas, who we are very high on, beat A&M 28-10. Baylor upset ISU and Iowa State 31-29.
A little surprised.
Auburn survives just by the skin on their teeth.
Man.
Georgia State 34-24. UCLA beat Stanford 35-24. Oklahoma State over KSU, another upset, 31-20. Michigan State beats Nebraska in overtime. That thing, Nebraska nearly beats everybody.
They just can't get it together.
Just can't get it together. Florida beat Tennessee 38-14.
That was
Kentucky stays undefeated, beat South Carolina 16-10. Georgia Tech with a huge upset over North Carolina.
Yeah, we didn't see that coming.
No, 45-22, I did not. My boss will be happy. He's at Georgia Tech. Oklahoma survives again over West Virginia, 16-13.
Terrible. He was like 12 for 30.
Oh, I know. They're tough on him. Ohio State beats Akron 59-7. Alabama over Southern Miss 63-14. And the last two, BYU beat South Florida 35-27, and Oregon stays undefeated.
Beat Arizona. Not surprising. Oregon's playing good.
41-19.
We're going to give our top 10 here in just a minute when we get done.
We're going to do that before we get done.
Yeah. Let's go back and talk about Arkansas and A&M.
Yes, sir.
What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, my gosh. I thought they looked amazing. I thought Arkansas looked amazing. Now, after the quarterback went out, Jefferson, I thought they didn't look nowhere near it.
They're a little stagnant. Hey,
443 yards.
443 total, guys. They threw for 246, and they rushed for almost 200 yards against A&M.
You rushing and passing for 400?
Jefferson rushed for 50 and threw for 212 with 2 touchdowns. He was 7 for 15, and the guy, Burks, he's really stood out as being a great receiver. He had almost 170 receiving.
How many catches did he have for that 170?
I didn't even get it.
Hey, it wasn't many. He got an 85-yard touchdown.
Yeah, probably 6 or 8. Now, Spiller, on the other hand, A&M had a total 272 total yards. They had a pretty good balance of pass and run of 151 pass, 121 rush. Now, Calzada, he went 20 for 36, and he threw for 151, but he did have an interception. But Spiller was their guy, and then Archer.
Spiller looked good.
Archer.
I don't know how you Achane. It's a tough name to pronounce.
I always get stuck with this name. How do you not get stuck with that name? I tell you what. They just couldn't. They had spurts of greatness. Jimbo couldn't get their wings or get their legs off the ground or whatever you want to say. It was very surprising that they just couldn't. I thought the way they were running the ball, Dean, if they were going to run the ball and they were going to give Arkansas.
Spiller's good. There's no doubt that Spiller's good.
It was 20-10.
But I don't know. They dominated them worse than that.
Yeah.
Well, it was 17-0, and they went for it on 4th down, deep in A&M territory, and didn't get it.
Up front, they just whipped A&M's tail.
They did.
Just whipped their tail. I'm telling you, that's why you hit the subscribe. But
Hey, they're good. Arkansas looks great.
Up front, man, they're just good. The quarterback's good play. He's kind of. They wanted to kind of try to compare him to Cam Newton. I think he's a little.
Is he going to be all right? Is he out?
I think when he fell over there, when he run in the garbage can, I think he hit his hip. I think that's what it looked like to me.
He never did do much after that.
He had you know how you fall on your hip on that turf there, and it just kind of bruised his hip. Probably, I think they'll probably get the roller thing on him and ice, and he'll be.
He never did. He didn't. He figured. Did he even throw for anything after that? Did they throw any more after that? They had 220 at halftime, and they finished with 250.
Yeah, not a lot really.
I'm impressed with them.
What about Bama? I mean, what can you say? I watched some of it.
3-14.
Just be honest with you, we got some new equipment. I come in here and work my butt off till about 1 o'clock this morning trying to get all this new stuff set up. So I watched about the first half and listened to some Marcus on radio, but I didn't catch all of it. Mm-hmm. Bryce Young was like
he threw for 313, I think.
21 for 22.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look in my memory banks. I'm rolling them back. You see I'm rolling.
I'll be honest with you. And
he does have an Alabama record for the most touchdowns in the first consecutive 4 games.
15.
Yes, he's tied the record for 4 games in. He's tied on Alabama. He's just breaking all the records, Dave.
He's good. But we don't know how good. We don't know yet. We'll find out. Find out this week.
He's just like, ain't no big deal.
And they run the opening kickoff back. Williams.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
When that happened, I done got the equipment here, and when that happened, and then they stopped and they scored again right quick, I was like, I just come in here and I was like,
yeah, it's just tough. They wasn't supposed to beat him. It's a 45-point spread.
And Southern Miss they're a prideful program. They've had a lot of great athletes come through there. Naming who? Yeah, Brett Favre, and
That's Alabama then. Do you know Marcus Dupree, which y'all have all seen that story? I think he had said that preacher that was his advisor, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Which actually, in reality, ruined him.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk about him going to play at Southern Miss.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he would have been another star at Southern Miss. But Favre, that would have been around the time, maybe a little bit before Favre. But what about Georgia, man? Good God. We got to talk about it.
Bennett goes 11 for 15, threw for 151, had a touchdown and a pick. They roll 62 to nothing. They're rolling right now. Vandy's not a good team.
Vandy's not very good.
Now they don't want to play them in a brain bowl.
No.
Or a quiz game. Now they don't want to take them on in that.
Georgia's just dominating. Mike told me today that they're giving up 185 yards a game. Which, I'm not going to take anything away from Georgia's defense. But can we debate today? Have they been really, really tested yet?
No.
Because Clemson's not great on offense. Vandy's not good. UAB. South Carolina's okay. Would you say South Carolina's okay team?
No.
You know what to say, so.
Beamer.
Mike, you can comment on this. We love you. We know you're a Georgia fan, and we do think Georgia's great.
Sorry.
But when are they going to get tested? Is it this week?
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
Arkansas?
Yeah. That'd be. That A up here is for Alabama, but it can be for Woo Pig City, too.
They give up 185 a game, Mike. You mean they've given? They're not giving up. He said 185 all season. No, that's
total yards
a game.
Yeah, no, yeah, right.
Okay, I see what he's saying.
Mississippi State. Let's talk about them a little bit. Rogers throws 62 passes, completes 47 for 321. They still lose by 3. LSU winds up beating them 28-25. Does LSU is this a skid for them to get back on track, guys? What do y'all think?
I don't think so. It was the same old Mississippi State. He threw 62 times. He's not going to run the ball.
Yeah, there was even the commentator, one of the young guys that commentates the game. I forgot his name. He said, "All right here in this situation, I think we got 3rd and 3 right here. We'd like to see him, just probably hand the ball. Well, he didn't hand the ball off. He threw a quick slant, and they got the first down. All right. It's just." He's just not going to run the ball. That's just part of his gig.
Not going to do it. And there's no need in complaining about it. There's no need in me complaining about
North Carolina State packs up 386 yards against Clemson, and their 2 overtime loss, 27-21. Their quarterback was...
I'm looking at this for Mike.
I think he was 19 for 22. He throws a strike there at the end of the game to finish Clemson off. Ugale had another night of 150,
terrible
170
game.
yards passing. He run the ball pretty well, throughout the game. But I'm just surprised at some of the play calling, one and two. The receivers are running bad routes. They look confused. People are turned around. I'm not sure what's going on with the offense and Clemson and Dabo. I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't know. Well, they lost a lot. I think what's hurt them is not having that great running back. Like an ATN or a Gallman that played before, a C.J. Spiller.
Well, the Dixon kid, we've watched him play some, and he's okay, but he's just not that electric ETN.
No, he's good.
Yeah, but he's not ETN.
He's not like him, no. And the one before.
Notre Dame
looked great.
Yeah, Dean's high on Notre Dame right now. I can't stand them, so it's hard for me to place them in the top 10 because I just don't like them at all, period. They win another 41-13.
Close game.
They're losing. I'm watching the game, and I'm cheering. Yes, go Wisconsin. They're losing the game. It's 10-13. I was nearly going to turn it, and Notre Dame gets the ball and scores. And I was like, they're going to come back and win this stupid game. And they did. This is 106 wins. Coach Kelly passes Newt Rockne for all-time wins at Notre Dame. That's a great accomplishment, by the way, to be mentioned. In the name was
Same name with Newt Rockne.
Oh, yes, fabulous. They scored 31 points in the fourth quarter. So
kickoff return.
Hats off to Wisconsin Badgers for totally blowing it, not doing your job.
Wow, I thought Wisconsin looked great. I thought I was watching that game, and you can tell by the tone of the game who's going to win. And I said to myself, they're going to win. And I was wrong.
Well, they definitely get the dum-dum helmet badge for the week. Wisconsin does. But let's talk about, before we get off here, we'll finish up with Georgia State and Auburn.
Oh, wow.
I want to say this as the last because that was a nail-biter, about like Clemson, North Carolina State was.
Say the stats. You got the stats
I do.
on that? Okay.
Georgia State goes to 384 total yards, 267 they rushed on Auburn.
Rush. See, that's not
117
Bo.
pass.
That's not Bo Nix's fault.
Bo was 13 for 27, 156. Yeah. That's why you get spoiled.
That's why you got pulled, 50%.
Finley goes 9 for 16 for almost 100 yards and a touchdown.
And he can do more. He can escape. He's big.
Yeah, both their running backs went for over 120. Auburn did. They had one of them have 166 rushing. Now receiving, Hudson, Jackson, and Cooper all had big contributions to the game. They had 419 total yards. So
they hung in there, which their quarterbacking woes. What do you think? I'm just going to ask you your opinion. Do you think, obviously yesterday Bo should have been pulled?
Well, this has been coming.
But do you think that he should stay pulled? Or what do you think? You know he's not done.
His daddy's too big of a giver up down there at the college. I don't think he's done. I think they'll put him up there at practice, and they're going to probably try to check him out. And he's going to have to go back and work and earn his position.
We won't know anything until later in the week.
He's going to have to earn his position.
I've got a bet on it with Big Mike. He says that he's going to lose that position. And I was wrong on that. I never thought he'd get pulled. But, you get a new coach in there. And I don't think he's as bad as other people. He may be. Maybe I'm blind to it. But,
Yep.
I don't know. He was 13 for 27. Finley was 9 for 16. One of them's 50%, and the other one's 56. I mean, and Finley missed some guys. Finley missed some guys yesterday.
He did, but him coming in raw like that, they're not going to hold that against him,
Right. Well, exactly.
So they're going to go, well, he's kind of cold.
Let's
look at that again. I don't know.
Well, I heard some people. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Gary Danielson, we make fun of him a lot anyway.
I don't know.
It was about time to happen.
Never progressed. I agree. Mike Weeks said he's never gotten any better.
Yes.
I would go with that.
I thought in the spring game when I watched Auburn play, I watched that game twice. The way he was taking control of the offense, Dean, he was going up to the line. He was checking out of audibles and checking in audibles. Mm-hmm. And it looked like Coach Harsin was and Bobo were giving him the reins to go ahead and run the offense and read the defense. But as the years progressed on, it just don't seem like he's moved up to understand what's going on.
And that could be blamed on Malzahn. You can't really blame it on Bobo and him yet.
Well, what you got to understand too, and I'm trying to take up for Auburn fans a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got a new coach. This is a new offense, so he's trying to learn something new as on the fly. And they got the same players. They don't have a lot of electric players that really build around Bo to make him better like he had at Pinson.
Right.
To make him look good. If you put him at Alabama, I mean, I don't think he's as good as Bryce. I'm not going to go that far.
I think he would be their quarterback.
But
I mean,
if Bryce wasn't there.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to say. So take it easy on the kid. We'll see how it pans out through the week at practice.
See, Mike seems to think Bobo's an issue.
I do.
Mike is a Georgia fan.
I know.
Does not like Bobo being an OC.
I'm with him. See, he and Mike, well, too, but I'm not a Georgia
You're not
fan.
a big Bobo. But Georgia fans are not big Bobo fans.
I can't stand him.
As an OC.
I can't stand him. I watched him at Georgia.
See, I thought he was good.
No, he's terrible. He could never do anything right. They put him in so bad. They'd get in third and long situations.
When he just try.
Yes.
See, he says he's too conservative.
Yes, that's exactly right. Third and 15, and he'll step back and throw a bubble screen or something.
Right.
What are you doing? I mean.
But now, Mike, tell me if I'm wrong. Under Rick, Georgia finished in the top 3 2 or 3 times. Was he the offensive coordinator? Offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
On those.
He was
3 times.
It was.
I know one of them he was not when Alabama beat him. When he threw the touchdown. When Tua threw the touchdown.
It's not,
of course, Rick wasn't there either.
It's not about a whole overall as a whole. If you take all the situations like this, but you'll take this one here was bad, and then this next one was bad, and he'll have a good, and then he'll have another bad. It's like not all bad, but it's just enough bad mixed in with it. It's like trying to eat a doo-doo pie. I mean,
Mike says we need a Georgia flag back here.
We do. It's right there. There's a Georgia sign right there.
We got one right there, man.
Yep, Georgia, Auburn, Alabama. But you see what I'm saying? No matter what you do, if you put a little poop in peanut butter, it's still poop.
Right.
Bobo is just poop.
You're just not a big Bobo.
I'm not a fan at all.
Okay, Mike, my question is, was Bobo the offensive coordinator when Georgia finished when the year they beat Hawaii? When David Green and them were there? Was he the OC? Okay. And the year that Aaron Murray, when Alabama beat them 32-28, was he the OC that year?
We'll say, I'm talking about Auburn. Next week, what do you think about Auburn LSU? Who you got one in this game? I think it's at LSU. Am I right, people?
Man.
I think it's at LSU.
I don't know how good LSU really is. I know they've got a little momentum here. It's on the road in LSU. Auburn having a quarterback controversy. They do have Tank Bigsby, but their defense got ripped yesterday. I'm going to go Auburn by at the buzzer. I can't. I think
you going Auburn?
I'm going Auburn, barely.
I'm gonna go LSU. We got.
I kind of want to go LSU, but I'm not so sure that LSU's that great this year.
We got Arkansas playing Georgia.
Where at?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna pick Georgia.
You going? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Georgia.
Boy, it's gonna be a good test. I'm gonna be pulling for the Pigs so much. I should pick Georgia, but just because I'm going to be... I'm sorry, Mike. I'm a Georgia fan. Any other time when they don't play Alabama. I'm just on this pig suey roll train right now. I like the coach. He's a big guy up there, and I got to support the big guys.
Well, there's one thing about it. We're going to find out which one of them's for real Saturday.
A&M and Mississippi State.
A&M. I'm not big on Mississippi
Like they're going to bounce back. I will, too. I'll go Jimbo.
We don't know, Mike. We don't know the
Gets it done.
quarterback status at Arkansas yet. Jefferson, I have no
idea.
idea.
I think he'll be. I think he just bumped his hip.
If he don't play, I'm definitely picking Georgia. All right, who else you got?
Florida and Kentucky. It'll be a good game.
Ooh, I'm going to stick with Florida.
Man,
They struggle. Kentucky struggles with Florida. They just can't beat them. It's almost. They talk about it up there. It's a thorn in their side. They'll find a way to lose to Florida.
I think I'm gonna blow it with this Arkansas pick, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick Kentucky because
I mean, they are undefeated.
I'm gonna probably blow all my picks because Georgia's probably gonna beat Arkansas.
I think Auburn will have a wake up too. I think
just at a conference, Michigan, Wisconsin.
Where's it at?
I don't know.
Wisconsin's.
Look, you can look it up maybe.
I don't know. Maybe Michigan.
You going Michigan?
Yeah, close one.
No, Wisconsin. They took.
They played Notre Dame good.
The Notre Dame's. They're not.
But they got hammered at the end.
I think Harbaugh's rolling. I'm gonna go ahead and go with old. I'm gonna go with khaki pants. Khaki pants up there. Old Blue Nation. And of course, I mean, I know
Michigan. Yeah. Okay.
I'm leaving one out, and I left this one for last anyway because this is going to be a smoke fest right here. The future coach.
Where's it at?
I got to see that now. I can't go without not knowing that.
Okay, let me look.
I got you right here.
I'm afraid to even talk right now.
Week 5.
I will say one thing. I'm going to pick Bama, but I got something
Arkansas's at Georgia. Michigan's at. Are they at Wisconsin? I thought the bottom team is the
Mississippi. Oh, it's at Alabama. No, I'll pick
Ole Miss at Alabama, and the Michigan's at Wisconsin. It's at Alabama. Yeah.
I'm still going to pick. I'm going to pick Bama, but I will say this. Be on the upset alert.
Oh, wait a minute. Dean's calling upset.
Oh, no, I said be on upset alert.
Upset alert. Upset alert.
Don't be shocked.
Major upset alert.
Well, you know what's happened with them. We got a terrible history with them.
Well, they
beat them twice when Freeze was there.
This are fun, guys. Put your score on there. Alabama.
I think Alabama will win. I think the final will be 38-27.
Alabama, Ole Miss. Who's still watching it? We've been on right over an hour now. We're going to get off here and let y'all guys go eat. I'm starving too.
38-27. I don't think Ole Miss can stop Alabama. But I think it's going to be a good one. Ole Miss, but I'm just saying it's a possible upset.
Okay,
I can't call it a full upset. Just a possible. Don't be shocked.
You're going to put me on the spot and we fix to cut it loose.
I'm taking Bama. It's in Tuscaloosa.
Bama.
And Ole Miss gives up a lot of yards. 46-36?
46-36, Bama. Roll Tide. That's it for this week, guys. We got to give our top 10 too.
Oh yes, I will do that. That's fun.
I'll give the AP top 10 before you head on in. The AP top 10: Bama, Georgia, Oregon, Penn State, Iowa, Oklahoma, Cincinnati, Arkansas, Notre Dame, Florida. Ohio State comes in at 11, right outside the top 10. Now I got Bama. We can just go ahead and say this. We got Bama, Georgia, Oregon, 1, 2, 3. Is that right?
Yes, both of us.
So we're there. All right, 4.
Here's your 4.
I got Cincinnati 4.
I have Oklahoma 4. No. Wait.
Well, what are you doing?
Guys, I'm going way out here. Y'all going to be mad at me after this. I've got Notre Dame 4.
Okay. I got Florida Gators at 5.
I got Iowa 5.
I got you Woo Pig Sooie, Arkansas Razorbacks at number 6.
I got Oklahoma at 6.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish at number 7.
Got Cincinnati.
I had Cincinnati at 4. I think I said that. I did. I did.
No. You had.
I had Cincinnati at 4.
Yes.
8, Oklahoma.
I got Penn State.
I got Penn State 9.
I got Ohio State 9.
I got Ole Miss at 10. I
got Arkansas 10. 11 and 12.
And we did not correspond this. I promised Scout's honor on my wife. On my mother's.
11 and 12, I got Florida and Ole Miss tinkering in. But let me say something before we move on, Matt. Depending on that 1 and 2 could change. If Georgia smokes Arkansas and Bama struggles, I will jump them. But if they don't, I'm not jumping them.
These 3 teams here, I wrote them down to be mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Fresno, very good.
Dean's High on Fresno State. Watch them if you're flipping by. I know it's late at night because they play way out there.
Every game's on at 1 o'clock.
11 midnight, yeah. Coastal Carolina, guys, they are undefeated right now. So when it comes that time of year, they're going to be looking for Coastal Carolina maybe to get in the playoff again. And again, the Cougars of BYU, they're still scraggling around. They're 4-0. Those are just teams I want to
Now, I want to say, to keep from proving people I'm not a homer, I just don't think Alabama's done anything yet to lose their number 1
No,
rank.
they hadn't. I thought about it. When I put them 1, I was like, well, could I put – who am I going to put 1? I mean, is Georgia –
I think they're definitely 1 and 2. They may be interchangeable. Who knows?
Has Oregon really showed up? I mean, they're going to play Stanford or they beat Stanford.
Well, they're going to eventually play Stanford and UCLA, so we'll find out.
Who'd they beat this weekend?
Arizona.
They got Stanford next weekend.
That might be a good one.
So tune in for Stanford and Oregon. That may – because if Arkansas beats Georgia, he's got to plug his phone up. If Arkansas beats Georgia, guys, and Oregon beats Stanford, well, we'll have a new number 2 come next week. So,
and I don't think that anybody's willing to. I mean, Florida played Alabama very good, but Florida's a good team. There's some interesting games Saturday. Florida and Kentucky's interesting to me.
Yep.
I just know they have bad history with Florida.
We got our picks right. Well,
We got everything.
There's our picks right there. We'll save them for next week.
We gotta see how we do on
I'm
it.
gonna leave that right there, guys. Don't come in here and be stealing it now. Don't be messing with my paper.
Breaking in 4 o'clock in the morning.
What are you doing? He's standing in the dark.
Hey, this is gold right here, people.
Yeah, we've done pretty good on our picks
Gold.
mostly. Now
we do pretty good on our picks.
Now we did miss North Carolina. God dang.
I don't know what's going on there.
Iowa State just
They lost those running backs. Is the only thing I can figure.
messed up.
Iowa State, yeah, who did not lose anybody. We might have jumped the gun on that, but you've been right so far about Clemson not being as good.
They're just not, man. And what I was trying to tell people, pump the brakes for Georgia, because Clemson they're not that good. So just be careful.
But we don't know that means. We're going to find out a lot about Georgia Saturday.
Yep. So y'all tune into that game. Again, let's thank our sponsors, Corey Culbert's Law Firm, Scott Lloyd's Legal Service, J.R. and April McKenzie, everybody sticking on board with us, and the Warrior Gym. We appreciate them too. And let's thank our player of the week again, Dane.
Yeah, Chaz Pope.
Chaz Pope, congratulations, buddy. We love you, and we're
Good luck.
praying for you and hope things move on and go well.
At the doctor.
Yep. So that's it, man. Let's go eat.
Yeah, I'm starving.
All right, Spotify, we're gone. All right, world. Keep your heads clear and your hearts full of God. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah, keep eye on the page Thursday and Friday. We're both gonna have stuff going.
Yeah. Gillsville, Summit, and Thursday.
All right.
Obviously, Cedar
Cedar
Bluff,
Bluff, homecoming.
Friday.
Peace, guys. Y'all have a great evening. See y'all.